Hi everyone, this is Maya from Inspired Life, and today I'm bringing you 2022 numerology forecast. Let's see what this year will bring. Is there a hope for this year, or shall we wait for better days? So let's get to it. So if you're new here, I do monthly numerology forecasts and I do annual numerology forecasts, which is what we're gonna do today. So stick around, and if you'd like to get notified when I launch the next video, like the January numerology forecast, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So last few years have been quite a ride. We are going through ups and downs, and when I look at numerology, it really does explain a lot of things, and I hope that it gives you some insights on what to expect from this year and how you can approach it. I like to give you more info about the general vibe of the year, and then 5 tips to help you navigate this energy. Once you understand what this year is all about, then it becomes easier, because once you know what to focus on and what the challenges might be, you can prepare yourself and it can still be a pretty amazing year. As always, I like to remind you that this is the general vibe, and I recommend you check out your personal numerology, because that will give you more specific insights on where you are in your cycle. And if you'd like more info or my assistance, I'll link it below so you can check it out and book your numerology reading. All right, so last year was year number 5, and number 5 is a number of change, of movement, of learning. And as we saw last year, there was a lot of movement. So people started traveling after being in lockdowns, and there was a lot of learning. I think there's a lot of learning, spiritual, on a personal level. We are learning a lot about ourselves, a lot about the world, a lot about other people, and how to manage our relations better and how to manage ourselves better. It's an ongoing process, but also there was a lot of shifts, a lot of big changes, and that was pretty much the vibe of year number 5. Once we got through this and we survived, congratulate yourself on this, we survived this crazy period. Now, honestly, should get better. I know that there are a lot of predictions saying that this will not be a better year, and sometimes when we look at all the things happening, we think it might even get worse. But you know what? I'm an eternal optimist, so I will give you some hope today. Year number 6 is all about unity, balance, family, friends, loving energy, loving relations. And I think we're all fed up with this hate and division that has been going on. So you might feel a little bit more inclined to show more kindness and more compassion to your fellow humans and the world around you. I think we're all a little bit exhausted from everything. So that's the thing that I would definitely encourage you to do. That's my tip number 1. Tap into the loving energy, into your compassionate side, connect with your heart space more. Trust that everyone is going through something, and when you show kindness, you can also receive it back. It really does work that way. Energy flows in both directions, so show up for each other. I think that's the really main vibe to focus on this year. More in the heart space, more love, more compassion, please. And you will feel inspired to do so. That's what I love about numerology, is that it really kind of feels aligned with what we're already doing. It should feel quite natural for you this year. Second tip that I want to share with you today is to focus on self-care for your well-being. That has been kind of the focal point of the last few years, focusing on health or wellness, and just keep it up. If you've been doing that, you just keep doing it, because after going through the last few years that have thrown us all over the place, it is essential now to bring it all together and find that balance. Taking time for yourself and your own self-care is going to help you in the long run, and it's going to make this year easier. Once you're taking time for yourself to support yourself mentally, spiritually, physically, doing all the things that you need to do to feel good. For example, I'm continuing with my workouts, meditating, doing the breath work. If you haven't checked out the Breathe and Flow Challenge, it's absolutely free on my channel. You can try it out and see how that feels. I love breath work because it really helps you feel better within minutes. It just works that way. It's so effective and so easy, always available, and you feel the difference, especially when you do a challenge. After a while, you really feel the benefits of the practices. Doing something creative for your soul, what really lights you up, going out of town, going to nature, dance, move your body in whatever way feels right for you. Just keep it up and see where balance is missing and how you can introduce it in your life by also taking time for yourself, because once you fill your own cup, you can be there for others much better. Whether it's 5 minutes of mindful breathing, it's 5 minutes, it doesn't matter, it doesn't have to take a long time, but you have to have those practices in place because it really helps your mental state and your overall well-being. So think about ways how you can shift that and introduce that into your daily routine. As I mentioned, this year is all about family, relationships, and loving energy. If you're not spending much time with your family, or if you couldn't, do it in whatever ways possible. We have internet, connect with each other, say how you really feel, tell them you love them, nourish your relationships, show up more often than you would normally. Maybe you will feel inclined to do so because they might even verbalize what they need. And so it's essential to show up in whatever is possible for you to show appreciation. And if you are dealing with toxic family members or people that are in your life that feels heavy, then you can also deal with that, whether it's doing some ancestral healing, forgiveness, cord cutting. Trust me, done it all. And it helps, really, it helps. So totally recommend even setting some clear boundaries and saying no sometimes if you feel like people are taking advantage of you. Relationships will probably be more in the focus this year, just kind of trying to connect with each other more and dealing with whatever issues you have between each other and resolving them if possible. Don't sweep it under the rug. Try to really deal with them. And if you need a mediator, then hire a coach or a therapist to help you do that. It's really essential to have a community by your side. Connect with like-minded people. If you don't have people around you in your life, there are ways to find your community. You are not alone. There are definitely other people who are going through very similar things that you are going through. So reach out, do some research, and find your people. That's really going to help you get through anything this year. Tip number 4, new year, new me. You know how we always say new year, new me when we enter a new year? Well, this time it might even be true, because this year you might be able to reinvent yourself in some way, whether it's launch your business, step out of your spiritual closet or any other closet, show a hidden talent, see which part of you you've been hiding, and just introduce it this year. Or maybe do a complete makeover, change a hair color. It doesn't have to be anything dramatic, but a little shift here and there. You will want to switch things up a little bit, and you might be surprised at how people react. It might be more positive than you think, and if people react in a bad way, then they're just not your people. So you will probably find the right people then. I remember when I stepped out of my spiritual closet, and I know I was super freaked out, and I thought people would think I was weird, and a lot of them thought I was weird, and I think a lot of them still think I was weird, but you know what? I don't care, because by stepping out of my spiritual closet, I found my people. I found the people that actually think in the same way and are doing the same or similar things like I am. And it's exciting because then you finally find your people and you can share all the things that interest you with people who have similar views. Think about that and see how you can reinvent yourself this year. And my final tip for this year is monitor your thoughts, because this year you will be manifesting everything that you want a little bit faster. So if you're thinking about problems or if you're worrying most of the time, guess what? You will attract more problems. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. And what you affirm every day, how you're feeling every day, is just gonna attract more that is on that vibration. So if you want to manifest positive experiences, good people, health, money, houses, whatever you want to manifest, just focus on that. Create a vision board, write it in your journal, write your goals on post-its and put them all around you. Set reminders on your phone. Surround yourself with all that you want to manifest, and it will be much easier and quicker than you think. That's how the law of attraction works. Focus on what you do desire, and it will be much easier You might be surprised how soon it comes to you. Stop the overthinking, you got this. Before I wrap this up, I want to also mention that this year has 3 number 2s. It's very symbolic. It is a sign from your guides and angels that you are on the right path. It is a master number, so you can expect a lot of shifts, a lot of insights and learning experience this year. Be open to it, embrace it, and it will be an amazing year. All of the things that we are experiencing are lessons, and all of the people we encounter this year are our teachers. So be open, be patient, listen, don't react immediately, let it sink in, journal on it, and who knows what you might discover. I hope you have an amazing year. I'm sending you so much love and light, lots of blessings. Let me know which word you picked for this year. Mine is beginnings. I'm entering a new phase. I'm at the beginning of my cycle, so I'm super excited for all the goodness to come in, and it's already looking good. Feeling quite chill at this point. I hope you are too. And I'll see you guys very soon for my January numerology forecast. Let's have an amazing year, shall we? See you guys in the next video. Namaste.